Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Strombeck. Today, it is actually pretty early. It's a little earlier than I do most of my videos, and it is about 4:30 in the morning. And as most of you know, I'm an early riser because I always am under the mindset of this. I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish and get done in life, and the last thing you're going to ever hear me say is, I am too busy. How many of us use that excuse? I've used it in the past, but I'm done. I won't use that excuse again. So this morning, what I wanted to talk about is the dimmer switch, okay? I don't know how many people have dimmer switches in their houses on maybe different lights now, but back when I was younger, we had a couple in our house, okay? And the reason that I want to talk about this is because I'm gonna apply it to your health. Now, let's say, for example, you're sitting in this room, the room with the dimmer switch, and somebody slowly turns that dimmer switch down, okay, to the light. Well, what happens? Your body gets used to it, your eyes adjust, and eventually it's now pretty dark in the room, but you're still reading, okay? You don't even realize that someone turned the dimmer switch down. Now, let's say your wife or somebody that you're living with, someone that's in the household, comes and they realize, gosh, why is Pete sitting in the dark in here? And so they come in and they turn that dimmer switch back all the way up to full strength, so the light comes on full brightness. What do? I'm sitting there and I'm kind of looking like this, and I wow, I didn't even realize that there was poor lighting in here. Because what happens? You got used to it, you adjusted, your eyes adjusted, your body adapts, okay? So your body adapts to this. So now why am I using this analogy? Because it's the same thing with your brain and your organs. First of all, you do not feel disease process in your body. You do not feel cancer brewing in your body. No one has ever felt their heart shutting down. No one has ever felt an artery getting clogged until it's so clogged that you're in a crisis mode. So my point with that is this: you get used to this. Remember, this is the power source. As long as your brain can get the information to those organ cells and tissues, proper function happens and disease processes don't happen, okay? So if you start to through life, actually first the birth process, now you're already subluxated, or you're choking off life or power from this brain to those organs. So what happens? Most people from the birth process are already compromised. Their organs are already compromised, how much information or life they're getting. So you've already slowly turned that dimmer switch down just a little bit, okay? Now you learn how to walk, you fall, you pulled the drawers out and climbed up the dresser drawers and then fell backwards. We all did these things in life. So now you subluxate that spine a little bit more, or you misalign, or lack of power or information is getting from that brain to those organs even more. Guess what happened? You just dimmed that switch just a little bit more. Okay, so now 20, 30 years, maybe longer go by, and you're used to not functioning at a proper level. So your energy levels are low. Maybe you have digestive tract issues, but you think it's normal because of your age. Now maybe you start to develop high blood pressure. Maybe it's the clogged arteries. Maybe it's again, I just said this, but low energy. Low energy is very common. The adrenal glands aren't working right. So what happens? We get used to it, and then we just always chalk it up to this. Well, it's because I'm getting older. Or the other one is, it's genetic because my dad or my mom always had digestive tract issues. When in reality, all it was there was that dimmer switch being slowly turned down in your life. You've now adapted to that, and you've gotten used to or accustomed to that. And what you've done is now you've taken pills and medications, sometimes for decades, and now you're in a crisis mode. So the moral of this message is, you've got to make sure that this right here, the power source, is getting all of the information your entire life. The only way that can happen is by going and having your spine checked and making sure your spine does not have subluxations in your spine, so that all the life is being received to those organs, and the organs are communicating back with the brain properly. I hope this was useful information. Again, it's only useful if you do something with it. If you do nothing with this information, you go, oh, that was interesting. It serves you in no purpose in no way. So get to your local chiropractor, preferably a corrective spine chiropractor or corrective care chiropractor, because they're even a little bit more better equipped to deal with these. So I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed day today.